Alright, Shalom Makim. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawah, bahasham, Rawchaa Qadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone, and citations to Allah, my that pushing truth, and all truth and sincerity diligently throughout the four corners. Okay, I'm the brother Shamar Mott from GMS Miami. Alright, coming to your Akim with another video. Lord's will this video be edifying to the body, alright? And hey man, the times we living in, 2019, the year of the Kuragma, alright, and things have already been pushing and moving, man, alright, and whether it's been on books or verbally, you're seeing the vibration, alright, of what's soon to hit these Americans, alright, beginning to segue, so to say, man. Okay, and before I go into this article real quick, I'm gonna start at I'm gonna read this precept. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, and I'm gonna start at verse 1, and it reads, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord." All right, so we're only speaking to the people of Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, man. All right. We're letting them know, all right, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, we're letting you know, man, okay, whether you believe it or not, all right, your God, the God of our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, all right, is going to send his only begotten son, okay, the ones that you crucified, whether you believe it or not, okay, he's going to send his son whom you crucified back, all right, via the chariots of God, which whom you call UFOs, man. Okay, to do one thing and to do one thing only, man, which is to do what? Destroy America. Okay, destroy you 2/3. All right, that refuse to seek him, and to destroy our enemies, man. Esau, the heathens, man, and to set righteousness back upon the earth. Okay, and here it is, 2019, Trump being in office, and we're seeing these times get closer and closer, as it says in 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter, measure thou the time diligently in itself, man. So we're seeing these things get closer and closer, man. All right, and we're set up through the Spirit to let you know that that your fun, your games, all right, are soon to come to an end, man. All right, so without further ado, let's get into this article. All right, this article right here is entitled, and this is from the New York Times, and it's titled, "Trump suggests government shutdown could last for months, even years." All right, let's see if this audio will play. Well, the audio won't play because I have it on Do Not Disturb. But I will just read through it a little bit. It says, President Trump and congressional leaders emerged from a meeting to negotiate an end to the government shutdown, with messages signaling that the deadlock remained over the president's demand on the border wall. Okay, here it is, that Trump wants a wall, man. Okay, Trump is in the mindset of war, man. All right. He wants to make sure that he's in the best strategic position to win a war, and he's prepared that, and he understands that the war is soon to enter into this border, man, enter onto this land, man. Okay, so that's why he wants the wall, man. Okay, let's keep it moving. All right, and this article is dated January 4th, by the way. I believe today is the 6th. Okay, it reads, President Trump threatened on Friday to keep the federal government partly closed for months, even years, which he actually opened his mouth and said that that wasn't a threat. He doesn't threaten anybody, all right, because the reported did ask him, was that a threat? All right, but he said no, but we know what that means, all right. It could happen, it could not happen, but if it does happen, it will be for the better of those who actually fear and serve Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, man. Because that would mean what? As soon as the government continues for that long, things will get more chaotic in this place, man. All right, but let's keep reading a little bit. All right, it says, President Trump threatened on Friday to keep the federal government partly closed for months or even years if he did not get $5.6 billion for his wall at the southern border. And he warned that he was considering declaring a national emergency to build it without congressional approval. All right, so now we know. All right, so we know when a national emergency is declared, okay, it throws the whole country into a state of emergency. So it throws the whole emergency into it throws the whole country into a state of dictatorship. That's what I meant to say. All right, Trump becomes a dictator, the one who's on top. All right, now he's immune from being overthrown. All right, he's immune from things like impeachment and things like things of such nature. Okay, all right, but what that would cause is, all right, because at the end of the day, okay, this government shutdown is going to affect a lot of Americans, man. Okay, via what? Food stamps. All right, and people think consider or think of, all right, government assistance or things like that being government funding being cut back as just food stamps and things like that. All right, there's more, man. Okay, pretty soon it's gonna be, all right, it's gonna be food stamp. Then from there it's gonna be SSIs, man, which is the benefit given to people with disabilities, man. Those are gonna get cut back, man. All right, then you're gonna start seeing sons and daughters riot because they cannot afford the medication to keep their mothers and their great grandparents or their grandparents alive, man. Okay, people are gonna be rioting because there's no more food in their fridge, and they don't have no money because of this or because of that. All right, and food, they have no more food stamp. Okay, this is going to lead up. All right, this is just a build up, and if he actually sticks to it, all right, it's going to get way sour and way fast, man. All right, okay, let's read on a little bit. It reads, Mr. Trump and Democratic leaders emerged from a 2-hour meeting in the White House simulation room without a deal to reopen government agencies that have already been shuttered for 2 weeks, and the two sides offered sharply contrasting views of where they stood. By day's end, the two sides appeared to be still locked in a stalemate. All right, because the Democrats don't want to fund. They don't want to fund this freaking wall, but Trump doesn't give a fuck, man. All right, and that's just the nature of Trump. That Edomite, he just really doesn't give a fuck, man. All right, so if this continues in the state that it's in, all right, this is going to lead to one thing and one thing only, man. I'm jumping now to verse 14, all right? This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another with swords in their hands. And for there shall be sedition among men, and evading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power, man. And we've done seen, all right, examples, all right, of seditions around the world, and within the last few months of 2018 going into 2019, man. That sedition in Paris, yellow vest jackets, man. The yellow vest jackets ended up going towards Israel and stuff like that, man, protesting and rioting because of gas prices, man. We done seen sedition in Venezuela for food, man. Brazil and things like that, of those natures, all of those were short signs of things that are to come to America, man. Because pretty soon, guess what, man? You people think y'all gonna be in good cases, and then the gas price is gonna go up. Y'all gonna get angry. All you government workers, y'all gonna get angry. Shoot, it was already told by the news that hundreds and hundreds of TSA workers literally called out, man, last week last week, man. All right, called out, man, because they weren't getting paid, man. So now you're getting on flights that are unsecure because there's nobody to run your bag through a scanner to make sure that that Muhammad nigga sitting next to you doesn't have a bomb, man. Okay? This government shutdown is going to affect way more than what you think. You're not going to get your taxes, then people are going to get angry and riot over that, man. Because a lot of people really depend on that refund, man, in the beginning of the year, man, to continue to keep their houses going, man. Now you won't get your refunds, and now within the matter of a few months, guess what ends up happening, man? You'll have your landlord sitting there, all right, coming to your house and telling you got to get out, and you're gonna get mad and go out to riot because now you don't have nowhere to live, you and your children, man. Okay, food stamps getting cut off, man. You can't eat. Now you're in the streets rioting because you can't eat, man. All right, this government shutdown could affect way more than what you believe it's affecting, man. And a lot of people just don't care, and that's why a lot of people are going to get overtaken by the things that are to come, man. Okay, so you know, Lord's will I put this article in the description. All right. Oh, you know what? Before I go, let's get the word sedition. Let's Google that real quick, or you know, get the etymology of it. All right, this is the word sedition, man. It's a noun. Let's get rid of this real quick. All right, sedition, noun. It reads rebellion, uprising, revolt. All right, concentrated attempt to overthrow civil authority, violent strife between fractions, civil or religious disorder, riots, rebelliousness against authority, man. And that's what's going to end up happening, man. All right, with Trump boldness, all right, and his pride and his pomp, and the pomp of Esau being, being that they always think that they're more superior than their peers, and that superiority that they quote unquote think that they have in mind, it springs up and it goes against their own kind, and that's what ends up having Esau's house being divided. Okay. It's going to throw America into a huge spiral that's going to lead to everybody wanting to freaking kill the government, or everybody wanting to just kill each other, man. It's going to become a kill, dog eat dog world, man. And at least you have the Lord on your side, Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, man. You're gonna get overtaken by that, and you're going to die in those riots, man. All right, you're going to die in the famine, man. Okay, you're going to die in those times. All right. So with that, you know, I pray this video is edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, bahasham, Rawchaa Qadash, and double honors to the apostles, the elders, the great millstone, and salutations to all I give my dead pushing the truth and all truth and sincerity throughout the four corners. Yahawah, bahasham, Rawchaa Qadash, Shalom, Makyo.